Next, we'll see an example for how to perform opening of file. So what we told, so if you want to open a file, we have to use the function open followed with name of the file. Now what is the name of the file? Student.txt is the name of the file. Next, in what mode I want to open here? Write mode. If the file is present, what is happening? It is going to open the file and it is in write mode. The content that is already present will be overwritten. Now, I am going to write something, so I am going to use the method f.write. The content is hello/n. f.write, how are you? This is the content I want to place in the file. f.close, which is going to close your file. Next, print writing success. These all things will be placed in a file, and it is for us that whatever the thing that we had done is success, to know that we are writing here print success. Now, again, if you want to open the file in read mode, I am mentioning here read, and I am going to use the method f.read. So, I am reading the data and I am going to place that in a variable data. Now, I want to print the data of the file. Then that is RB mode. What is this RB mode? Means read binary mode. Here also f.read is going to read the data, and I am going to place here, and print data will displace the data. Okay. See here, I had written here mode as write mode, and I had added some contents like hello/n, how are you, and what mode it is, what type of file it is? A text file. Okay. So if you are using a text file, what is happening? Encoding will be done. Okay. When you want to display the output, you are going to get the output like hello, /n is given, no, /n means nothing but new line. So how are you? You will be getting. Now I'm using here read binary mode. So if we are entering the if you are using this read binary mode, this file is a binary file, no. If you are working with binary files, what type of output you are going to get is hello/n, how are you. Why you are getting like this means, here as it is a text file, what happens in text file? Decoding mechanism will be done here. Some encoding format, whatever is available, it is going to perform the decoding operation, and it is going to give you the output like this. But if it is a binary file, there is no decoding mechanism, no. So that's why you are getting out in output /n. That we have to remember here. So that is about your opening a file in various modes. Now the next one is closing a file. Always after the, so what is the use of this close file means? It is close method is used for closing the file. So whenever you had opened a file, always we have to close the file. So once we close the file object will be deleted. If you won't close the file, what is happening means, your Python garbage collector is going to close the file. But what is the problem with this means, if you won't close the file by using close method, what is happening? Your garbage collector will wait for some time, then it is going to perform closing of file. Meanwhile, the data whatever is there, sometimes it may be deleted. Okay. So what happens if you won't close the file in open? Data of the file may be corrupted or it may be deleted. So, and whatever the memory that is utilized by file is not freed if you are not using this close. So always whatever the file that you had opened, always we have to close that file. Whenever you close the file, then object that belongs to that file is going to be deleted, and the memory that is utilizing by the file is also deleted. So that is about your close file. Coming to the file object variables, we are having different object variables like this. So file object, first one is name. So this is used to specify the name of the file. So I had created a file here, see, here I had created a file that is fopen of student.txt. See here, file object variables. So we are having different types of file object variables like name, mode, closed, readable and writable. Now I am going to open a file here, fopen of student.txt. It is the name of the file, and this is your mode of the file I am mentioning, right? To know what is the name of the file, to know what is the mode of the file and what type of encoding I had done, I can use the file object variables. Now the variable that is used for finding the name of the file is name. So how we are going to print means file name f dot name. What is the object that is created here? F followed with name is the object variable that we have to use in order to get the name of the file. So f dot name, it is going to give you the value as student dot text you are going to get. Next, f dot mode. What is the mode that we had used here? Read mode. So it is going to return you read mode. Now file readable, f dot readable is the one which is going to check whether file is readable or not. Yes, file is readable. If the file is readable, it is going to give you, return you true. F dot writable, if the file is writable, then it is going to return you true, else it is going to return you false. So here writable or we are doing, no, we are going to perform read operation. So here you are going to get the value as false. Next, a file closed. So to know that whether file is closed or not, I am going to use the object variable f dot closed. So far we had not closed the file, no. So that means what you are going to get the output? False. So now I am going to use the method f dot close. So this f dot close is going to close the file whatever you had opened, and this then you are going to check the file object variable. Now what it is going to return? F dot closed, it is going to return true now. So these are the various types of file object variables available. Now we are going to see whether the file is existing or not. Now to know that file is existing or not, we are having a method that is isFile. IsFile method is going to check whether the file is existing or not. So, and this method is belonging to operating system module, that is OS module, it is going to in OS module. Now to know that whether whatever the file that you are working is present or not, first we are going to see, we are going to import OS module, then I am going to check the file is present or not. So os dot path dot isFile is the method I am using, and whatever the file that you want to check, that I am going to pass as the parameter here. Now why you are using this isFile function? Sometimes you want to work with files, then after execution that you got an error that is file is not present. To overcome that, first we are checking with isFile, then you are going to perform the operation. See, if isFile dot ospath dot isFile, whatever the file that I want to check is present, then open the file. If not, then perform the file is not found. Okay, instead of raising an error, we are going to print the statement by using this isFile. isFile checks whether the file is present or not, and to what it is belonging to? OS module it is belonging to. It is a sub module of your OS module. Next, coming to writing data into the file. Now how to perform writing operation of data into the file? This method is used for storing or writing data into the file, and whatever the number of characters that we had written, that it is going to return. So you see here, I am opening a file. Let us consider file name is student.txt. Here I am opening a file. So what is the file name? Student.txt I am taking, and what is the mode here? Write mode I am doing, and I am writing some contents into the file, write hello and write how are you. Then after performing the operation, just I am closing the file pointer. This is the way you can perform writing of file. Next, write lines. This method is used for storing your tuples, lists and sets into the file. Now how to use this means, f is equal to open of the name of the file, mode you are writing, then you have to declare here list. Let us consider the list is containing some variables like names like Rahul, Sonam, Sunit, Ravi and Raj. Now I want to use this write lines method, f dot write lines of list. Now the contents of the list will be placed in this student.txt file. After performing the operation, just I am performing the closing of file. So if you want to store lists or tuples or sets into the file, we have to use this f dot write lines. If you want to directly store the data, you can use this write method. This is the difference between write and write lines method. Now let us see, we are going to read data from the file. Now what is this reading data from the file means? You are reading the contents from the file. So how we are going to perform reading the contents from the file means, first you are going to open the file in read mode, and now I am going to use the method read method. Read method is going to read the contents from the file. If you won't mention any size here, it is going to read the entire contents. If you are mentioning the size also as a negative, it is also going to read the entire contents. If you mention the size in f.read, it is going to read till the particular value only. For example, if I write Rahul, so I am writing f.read of 2. What are the first two letters? RA is going to print. Next, data 2 is equal to f.read of 2. The next two letters it is going to read. What are the next two letters that are present in the list? HU. So it is going to read HU. Okay. Now if I am trying to print data 1, RA will come, print data 2, it is going to print HU. Okay. So till the end of the file, it is going to read the values. If you won't mention any size here, if you mention size, only that values will be readed. That is about your reading data from file. The next one is, what are the other methods you are having in order to perform reading data from file? The first one is read line method. So if you want to read the content line by line, if you want to read just single line, you are going to use read line. If you want to read all the lines from the file, you have to use read lines method. See the example. F is equal to open of student text, and I am writing mode is equal to R, and now I am going to use the function f.readLine. So first line that is going to be read, if I am writing, so if the contents of my file are like this. So let us consider my contents of file are hello, hi. Okay. So I am going to use here f.readLine method. So it is going to read line by line. So data 1 is equal to f.readLine. So it is going to read first line. Next again I wrote f.readLine. So next line it is going to read hi will be read. If I am trying to print of data 1, hello will be printed. If I am using print.data 2, hi will be printed. Next, if I am using read lines method, this read lines method will read the entire content of my file. So data is equal to f.readLines. So now I want to print the entire data. So print of, so for I in data, whatever the content that is present, I am going to read till n. So this is the way you can use here read lines method. The difference is here you are going to read line by line, here all lines will be read at a time. So the next one, the other methods that you are having, tell method and seek method. This method is used to find the current position of your file pointer. Tell, what it is going to tell means where is the file pointer is present. So this method is used to find, it is used to find current position of the file pointer from the beginning. So if you write file object dot tell, it is going to return you where the position of the file is. Seek method, if you want to move from one position to another position, you have to use this seek method. Now best example is if you are watching a movie and I am going to see some, best example is I am listening to a song and I want to forward it or I want to move backward, then I am going to move that pointer, no? So in the same way the tell method is also doing. So the tell method is used to move the file pointer from one position to another position from the beginning of the file. Position is going to start here also from 0 and it must to be a positive integer. Okay. So if you want to move the file from one place to another place, one point from one location to another location, always you have to pass here a positive integer. Okay, that is about your seek method. Now see an example. I had taken here a student file, I am opening in a read mode. Now I am saying print of ftell. Now when you are opening a file in read mode, now where will be the file pointer location will be? From the starting, okay, starting your file pointer will be. Now data 1 is equal to f.read of 5. So I am going to read the position from 5 I want to read and I am placing. Now I am going to tell print of data 1, it is going to print the value. Now print of f.tell. Now f.tell will tells you where will be your file pointer location, in what position it is, in the position number 5 it is, so it is going to return 5. Next, f dot read of 3, the file pointer is again, you are going to take the value at third position, again you are asking to tell what is f dot tell, it is going to tell the position of your file pointer location. Now see this example. So I had opened a file in read mode and I am asking to tell the position. Yes, the position will be 0 position. F dot seek of 7, 7th position I moved. Now to know what position I moved, I am going to use ftell method. If I am writing here ftell method, it is going to print you the position where of your file pointer. So this is about your tell method and your seek method. Next one is your with statement. The with statement can be used while you are opening a file. Okay, we can use this with keyword also. While learning the keywords, we discussed regarding with, no. So this with you can use with files. Okay, so with statement can be used while you are opening your file. And when you are opening a file using this with statement, there is no need of closing your file. Previously, if you open a file, what you are doing, every time we have to close. If you won't close, what is happening? Your Python garbage collector will collect that and it is going to close the file. And if you won't close the file, there are many issues that we had seen. So if you are using the with statement, no need of closing your file. The file is closed explicitly. Now, what is the syntax that we have to use? With open, so file name, again I have to mention the mode of the file. See here, I am writing with open, I want to open student file and I have to write here file object. What is the, why we are using this file object? Not to perform any operation, I have to get this object, no. So as if data is equal to f dot read for reading the contents of the file, now I am going to display the contents. Now if you use closed function, the file is going to perform closing of your file. This is about your with statement. Next we will see one example, that is how to perform copying of contents from one file to another file. So copying of contents. So first I am going to open a file. Okay, let us consider student.txt. I am opening a file. In what mode I am opening? Read mode. Again I had opened another file. Let us consider that is student1, and which mode I am opening? Write mode. Now I want to copy the contents of student.txt into student.1. So, okay, so I am going to read the contents of file. What is the object of your student.txt? This f1. Okay, f1.read I am doing and I am placing in data. Next, f2.write of data. What it is doing? The content that is present in read mode is going to place in f2 file. Okay, so in this way you can perform reading of contents from copying of contents from one file into another file. In this particular topic, what we had learned, that is what is a file and what are the various modes that you have present in the file, what is meant by text file, what is a binary file, and how to read and write, perform write operations in the file, how to copy from one file into another file, and we had seen some methods like ftell, fread, fwrite, fseek. These methods we had seen. Okay, so that is about your introduction to your files. Thank you.